his brother, and he worked for his uncle Laban. He worked for him many, many years. Now his punishment. He saw his cousin Leah, and he saw his cousin Rachel, and she was the bomb.com. She was a beautiful woman, and he said, "Hey, I want to marry her." And his uncle Laban said, "Okay, you can have her for your wife." And then he worked 7 years for Laban to get, because that's how they did it. He worked for 7 years. Let me tell you, he was so blessed by God. See, even though he had tricked and did all the stuff, he's called by God. This is part of his destiny. God is, this punishment is right in the midst of all of this. Now, if you really read the scripture, so he's working for Rachel. Then that night, we ain't got no street lights. We ain't got no pop on, no clap on, clap off. We ain't got no Lexia, cut the lights on. Google, cut the lights on. We ain't got none of that. Siri, cut the lights. We ain't got none of that. So there was no lights. And he brought in the wife. And when they brought the wife in, Jacob laid with the wife. And when he woke up in the morning, it wasn't the one he wanted. He was Leah, the oldest sister. And the dad explained, we don't give away the younger sister. It was a trick. Daddy was just as tricky as. That's the punishment. He said, so I still want Leah. I still want Rachel. So he said, well, you got to work for me another 7 years. He said, I will do it for Rachel. And he worked for 14 years and got all of them. He still didn't want to let them go now. Laban still didn't want to. So the punishment was all engulfed in his learning and growing and becoming a leader. He was learning how to be a leader, being with Laban. He was learning how to be someone that knew how to grow and to prosper and to be financially stable as he was with Laban. He learned how to work a business while he was with Laban. But that was the punishment. That was the punishment. Read the scriptures now. So he did get consequences for what he did to his brother. And now he can never go back home as he thought. But when he decided that he wanted to leave and they finally released him, he went back home and he was afraid that his brother would take his life. So he did some things. He stayed back and sent his family. He was like, please tell my brother, he sent some good words, and the brother forgave him, loved and hugged him, and they lived happily ever after. I guess you could say that. But anyway, so there was punishment. So I want you to know there is consequences for your correction. So God is going to correct